Hi YouTube, it is Numistaka here, and it's another beautiful day in Florida, and I arrived from London yesterday, and because I knew I was going to be here, I asked NGC to redirect my returned package, my returned coins to Florida. It's probably a good thing to have them delivered in America if you can, because they have insured postage in Florida if they get delivered, or in America, whereas if NGC send coins internationally, they don't provide insurance when they return them, which I can't really understand, but apparently that's the case anyway. So let's dig in and see whether I agree with all the things that they have said about my coins. I kind of do know in advance what the grades are, but I think we'll run through every coin, which will take a little bit of time. We'll run through every coin and just kind of see whether that grade they gave was fair, and take a look at each one. So let's see what we've got in here. Okay. So there's a number of coins in here that have been returned, and you can see how they package them all up. They're all pretty safe. Let's take a look first at the ones on the other end. So I had some mint kind of original capsules, and they've packaged those up, and they've got them they've returned them in case I ever need to take them out the capsules, take them out the slabs and put them back. So we'll put those to one side. Let's take a look at this one that's on its own first. And okay, so this is a 2012 Proof Libertad, and the reason I sent that to them was because I bought this coin on eBay in a slab, but the slab was all scratched and nasty, and I thought if I ever come to resell it, I want to make sure that it actually looks totally pristine in a slab. So they charge $10 to recapsulize, repackage up an existing coin. They don't change the grade. It was already a PF69 when it went in, but now I've got something that I'm happy to keep for the long term, and I know it's not going to get scratched, so that's pretty good news. So that's the first one. These two on the end are probably, yeah. So okay, so this is interesting. This is a 2003 1/20th of an ounce. There weren't really very many BU Libertads made in 2003, and this coin had red spots all over it, and I bought it cheaply from an eBay auction, and then found out later that the guy who sold it was actually active on the bullion stacker forum. But I thought it's worth having this coin conserved, so I basically asked the NCS, the coin conservation part of NGC, to conserve it, and I must say they have done a beautiful job. There is no trace of anything, any red spots on it. They've all gone, and they've given the coin an MS69 rating, which I think is pretty fair, really. The next one is a coin that, well, I'm just seeing this was also given to NCS to conserve. So when I bought it, it was bought as a bullion coin from HGM in London, and I didn't know what condition it would be in, and when they delivered it, it had kind of nasty green stains over it. I didn't know what the green was, but I thought if I want to keep the coin, then I should make sure that all the green stains have disappeared, and that I'm happy to look at it. I was kind of hoping that when I sent it it would actually get a grading, and it's got a grade of uncirculated, but it's a details grading, because they reckon it's been cleaned. And I guess you can see some marks on the fields which could be abrasion kind of markings from cleaning. I guess these guys know what they're doing. It's a shame in a way it didn't get a proper grading, but it is still a much more beautiful coin than when it went to them. So I guess I'm kind of happy with the result of that. And so that is the second coin, which is the $20 Liberty. And I'm going to keep that because I think it's a beautiful coin. So the next coins are coins that I had collected in London, and I then basically sent them for grading to NGC. So the first one, this was a coin that I bought as a raw coin. Most of these tend to get either 69 or 70, some of them get a 68, but I don't think that's unfair, although I can never really spot the difference easily between a 69 and a 70, and you know, it looks pretty perfect to me, but they say that's a 69, and who am I to argue at the moment? So the next one is, this is a $2.50 Indian head, and I bought this from APMEX a couple of months ago, and I chose it from their website as an uncirculated coin. So an AE coin, about uncirculated, uncleaned coin, and hey presto, it's come up about uncirculated 58. So it goes to show that APMEX were spot on in their description, and that the coin was, I think it's a really nice coin. I love the design, and I'm kind of more than happy with an AU58 really for that coin. Okay, so this one is interesting. This is one of the first quarter ounce 2015s that have been graded. There doesn't seem to have been very many of these coins around. They might be very limited, because normally you see them being sold through some of the German dealers, but they don't seem to have any to sell this year compared to last year when the market was full of them. I was hoping, because these were basically untouched by me, straight from the mint, that they would have got 70s. I can't complain really. This one's got a 69. It's pretty good. It would have been nice for it to get a 70. I bought 3 coins at the same time, and they're probably these 3. So we've got a quarter, a 10th, and a 20th. And they gave a 70 rating to the 20th. I would have liked them to give a 70 to the quarter. They gave a 68 to this one. Now, what is wrong with this coin that they gave a 68 to? Well, I can't see anything at all. Yeah, maybe you see that that mark on the back, on the reverse, next to the N, underneath the M. That slight blemish could have got it a 68. But again, that really should have been perfect. It was untouched by human hands, delivered to me straight from pre-sale, and it really should have got a higher grade than that. So that's the 3 2015 Libertads. Okay, next one is a sovereign. So it's in nice condition, it's not beautiful, and it got an AU55. Looking at it, it's got a slight blemish on the rim. It's a slight mark across old Vicky's face. I don't think that is wrongly graded. To me, that looks just about spot on. 1877, and it is an Australian sovereign, Melbourne. The next one is a Hungarian coin. So This is the Emperor Franz Josef. It was bought as a bullion coin. It's not in beautiful condition, and it got an AU 58, which I think is pretty much a fair grade for it. Moving on, this is another sovereign. I bought this sovereign also from APMEX Sight Unseen as an AU sovereign. Very pleased because it actually got an MS62. So that means that it's worth a fairly good premium over the money I paid at APMEX. So very happy with that grading. MS62 on a sovereign, on a Victorian sovereign, is pretty hard to get. There's actually only a few that have been graded higher than this. So I'm really pleased with that. You see a lot of George V sovereigns with MS62. You don't see very many Victorian sovereigns getting MS62. This one is a panda, as you can see, a 1/4 ounce panda. It's not 100% perfect. I think some of the strikes on the pandas, on the bullion pandas, are less than perfect. You can see as I hold it up to the light, it hasn't got kind of shiny feels all the way around. It was in its original mint packaging, so it hadn't been touched. It got an MS68, and I think that's more than fair for it. (2014), 20th of an ounce. There were only 1,050 of these minted. MS69. They usually turn up as MS69 or 70. Can't really argue with that grading. I'm happy with that one. Britannias. So this is a 1992 10th of an ounce Britannia Proof. There haven't been very many of these graded at all. It's not a rare coin. There are probably 900 to 1,000 of these that are around somewhere, but it's part of the year set of Britannia 10th of an ounces that I'm picking up, collecting. Nice coin. I love Britannias, and very happy to have each year as they come up at a reasonable price. This one is a 2003 Britannia. This got a PF68. They picked this one up internally within NGC and asked me if I would be happy paying $10 to have it sent over to NGS to be conserved, and then it would come back with a PF68. I think that you can see a couple of slight marks on it, which explains probably why it got the PF68. Maybe somebody had taken it out of its capsule or something before it got to me. So could have been better, but not unhappy with that helmet design. There's two more, or three more in fact. This next one is another American coin, an 1881 $5 coin. This again, AU 58, almost uncirculated. I thought this one may have got slightly better than that, but it may have got an MS, but there's obviously some wear on it, and you can see the back probably has got a little bit more wear than the front. But I really like American pre-1933 coins, so I'm very pleased with that. Seriously, only two more now. This one is the gold 5-penny piece that was issued in 2002 to celebrate the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. Beautiful coin. They gave this one a PF69. I think that was probably fair. You can see maybe there's something on it which is less than the 70 would have rated, but pretty unusual coin. You see very, very few of these come up at auctions. The whole set retails at something like £6,000. Sometimes you can get it a little bit better than that, and it includes the Maundy money set as well, about 12 coins in the gold set. And the last one is probably my favourite of the ones I sent in. This is a 2002 gold 20 pence, and this got a PF70, which I was very happy with. This is the highest graded 20 pence from 2002 in NGC. This was the first one that had got a 70, so I was very happy with that grading. Beautiful coin. So let me know, guys, whether you agree or disagree with the gradings that I got from NGC, and look forward to reading all of your comments. Sorry about the video, 15 minutes, probably a pretty long video, but hopefully you used fast forward to go through any bits that you found boring.